How's it going, everyone? Toasty here with another guide on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today we're going to be discussing the Premium Dragonstone and what characters we can buy with it. I'm going to go over this one a little differently than I did with the Red Stone, since not everyone is going to have the Purple Stone. This is because it's an item purchased with real money, and we don't get it for free upon login. Before we get started, as always, links to any and all websites used in the creation of this video will be linked in the description below. Now let's get started. Before we get started talking about which units to buy, I want to talk about when to actually use the stone to buy a character. Not until the dual Dokkan Fest banner's step up has ended and the final ticket of the 55 character multi-summon has been given out should you even think about spending your purple stone. The dual Dokkan Fest banners do have some of the purple stone characters available as featured SSRs such as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Int Super Gogeta, and the 2 physical Vegetos. Not to mention that all of the additional units in the 2 and 3 stone packs are general pool SSRs that can be summoned from just about any banner. This includes the 55 character multi-summon. This summon, like you probably already know, will guarantee us an LR in the final slot, and it has the potential of dropping other LRs in the other 54 character slots, even if it's just a slim chance. The premium stone will last us over 30 days from the recording of this video, so more than enough time to wrap up your summons on the step up banners and just enough to get the 55 ticket summon before it's too late. Now that we know when we should be spending the stones, we can go over who we should be spending them on. Since the premium stone is a more pay to win item, I will be mentioning a few less free to play friendly options that can be taken with the premium stone. Kicking things off with the 120% leaders that can be purchased with a single premium stone. You get exactly what you see in the icon here, and no additional characters are included in the pack. We've only recently entered the era of 120 lead Extreme Z Awakenings with the EZA of Super Saiyan 3 Broly, so things could possibly change moving forward in regards to how good some of these guys are. It's very likely that although things could change, the 120 leads, at least once they've all received an EZA, will likely retain a similar placed in the 120% lead tier list. That being said, we can reference this chart that shows us where these units all placed in the tier list of 120 leads. I've included Vegito Blue and Rose on here since they are also purchasable with a single premium stone. We don't necessarily need to break down each individual unit placement, as there's already a ton of info and lists available to us since these units are years old by now, but I do want to do a quick rundown of this list as it isn't based solely on damage numbers like quite a few of them out there are. At the top we have the 2 Super Saiyan 4s and Final Form Cooler. Goku and Vegeta can both put out good numbers, but with abilities like evading and countering super attack with already excellent passive boosts, I can only imagine what their EZA can do for them. Cooler strikes a nice balance between the 2 Super Saiyan 4s, not necessarily leaning into attack or defense, but having a solid boost in both attributes along with guaranteed additional attacks that can become a super attack. He's by far the best Extreme 120% lead. One step down the list we have Gogeta, Gotenks, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. These all dish out tons of damage without really being able to take any, and that's about it really. Second bottom tier we have Janemba, Kid Buu, and Android 17. Kid Buu can't take hits too well, and he just needs so much key support that I can't justify putting him higher up on the list. 17 and Janemba are both pretty good on their own, but they've always lacked the teams to shine on until more recently, and they're likely going to be very solid units once Extreme Z Awakened. Bottom of the list is Broly like always, but I will say that post EZA he becomes an actually pretty usable card, and I don't doubt he'll be better in the future, but in my opinion Extreme Tech needs a lot of attention from Bandai and Akatsuki, and it's likely that Broly, relative to the other 120 leads, just won't be as good as them once they get an EZA. Going into the category leaders, I'm going to be going in opposite order this time, so lowest priority to highest, since I find it much easier to do it that way with these characters. We will be mainly judging based off of the main characters of the pack, but I will also judge based on the additional unit that's included. At the bottom we have Omega, Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren, Ultimate Gohan, and Vegito. This tier isn't full of bad units, it's just that they're either outdated like Vegito or just have outright been replaced like Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultimate Gohan. In the middle tier we have Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Vegeta is one of the most versatile units in the game with so many categories and just a solid kit all around. He's a definite top pick, but the extra character he comes with, not so much. Although this Super Saiyan Vegeta is good in his own right, we could have had a better unit bundled with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. We have a very similar situation going on with Full Power Goku here, as Goku himself is good and so is the category, but the unit he comes with just isn't the greatest, but it's still a solid unit to have and works decently well with Full Power Goku. At the top, we have Angel Golden Frieza and AGL Golden Frieza, which is just an excellent pair of units to buy. Both of these cards are just great for so many reasons and they can be run in tandem no problem on any of their categories. You'll see that the other cards in this tier follow the same pattern as these two. Great cards with excellent partners in their bundle. Next up is Turles and Int Cooler. Turles being the best hybrid unit in the game with excellent support for his team in base, but also sporting insane offensive capabilities in his transform state, along with Int Metacooler, which in my opinion is one of the best extreme support units you can have. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan Gotenks is just a great bundle if you don't already have them. Gogeta being a phenomenal unit just like the 120 lead Super Saiyan 4s, but the Gotenks is also just a really good EZA unit and one of the best non-Gogeta units on the Fusions team. Keep in mind that the character placement on here is more in relation to not only each other, but also the bundles they're a part of, and in no way am I trying to say that the characters in the bottom tier are no good. Now let's move on to the 3 stone bundles. Not nearly as many people will be able to purchase this bundle, and that's okay. The purple stone packs aren't necessarily must-haves or anything, but for those of you who have purchased these packs like me, have some decisions to make. Odds are, if you've purchased these packs, you have some type of investment into the game, and likely already have some of the available units, if not all of them. I personally would consider one of the category lead bundles the safest pack to buy, because with those we know exactly what we're getting and that's not going to be changing anytime soon. The 120 leads are very good units to have, but they will be receiving changes over time and we just don't know what those changes will be. It's safe to assume the better cards will continue to be excellent units post EZA, but like I said, we never know what we're getting. That being said, the LR bundles for the most part aren't that great. I know a guaranteed LR is often touted as the best value when it comes to summoning banners, but in this case we're guaranteed whatever we want out of these packs. Most of the 5 original LRs have aged and it shows. Majin Vegeta has always been somewhat troublesome to work with, and Broly is really only used during the World Tournament since his massive lack of defense holds him back. Not to mention we can just get EZA Strength Broly and we don't really need the LR at that point. The other 3 units are still pretty solid cards even with age and can still be top contributors on your teams. They won't be dealing the most damage or taking the most hits anymore, but they are still good cards to have, but which do we choose? The LR Goku Black Bundle is by far the most valuable pack out of the lot, containing not only one of the best OG LRs, but also not just one, but 2 of the best EZA characters available to us with this stone. If that doesn't answer which bundle you should be buying, I don't know how else to say it. If you happen to have the cards in this bundle pretty stacked up at this point, then I'd say go for Gohan or Trunks. Their bundles are somewhat interchangeable in value, and the decision comes down to personal preference. This is all assuming you'll be even buying an LR pack at all instead of the other packs. You could be buying a lot with 3 premium stones, like 3 120 leads or 1 120 lead and 1 category leader. Either way, the choice of which pack to buy is yours now, but just a reminder. I recommend picking up new characters over dupes in the case that you may not have some of these cards, especially the 120 leads and category leaders. Emphasis on the 120 leads as we venture further into the era of their EZAs. With that logic, I guess you could say we might be encountering the EZAs for the original 5 LRs here, but I digress. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment below what you would like to see next. If you didn't like the video or feel like I missed something important, go ahead and leave a dislike and let me know what you think I could be doing better moving forward, but for now, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time.